everyone, and welcome to my new video. And what is this video about? Well, Ableton Live 12.1 is now officially with us, and perhaps one of the more notable new additions is this thing called Auto Shift, which gives us real-time and MIDI-controlled polyphonic pitch correction in Ableton Live. What a time to be a live user. And I'm going to explore it. I'm going to sing in my computer, which would most likely otherwise sound dreadful, but I'm going to make it sound beautiful. And I'm going to do that by running it through this auto shifter, which is going to give me pitch correction. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to layer them up, stack them up, and control them via MIDI with some strange MIDI processes, and see if I can turn myself into some sort of orchestra simply by just going into my computer. And maybe beautiful, or perhaps terrifying music will happen. Let's find out. So let's just sort of familiarize ourselves with what's going on here. So I'm actually running this in on a audio channel here. I'm actually monitoring the microphone through my mixer, and also with a flick of a switch through Ableton Live as well at the same time, but there is a little bit of latency. So I'll be switching back and forth between talking and trying to make music. So yeah, what you do is you sing into it, and it basically corrects the pitch. And right now I've just got it locked to C here, C, hello. No, so no matter what I do, it's going to be in C. Hello, everyone. I've already made myself a little bit hoarse just practicing this. But what I want to do is I want to control it with MIDI. So if you ping open this thing here, you've got this MIDI button, and we can control this from a MIDI track. So I'm going to make a MIDI track here. And I'm going to basically just draw in one note. Let's start by drawing in something like, let's draw in a C. Maybe C1 might be a little low. Let's do a C2. Make that nice and long. And let's maybe duplicate that. Let's maybe duplicate that again. Okay, that's fine. And then let's go back to the auto shift. And we're going to say that we want the MIDI to come from MIDI channel 3. So if I trigger this now and turn this back on, see what we just said. Now it's just correcting me to this note here, because that is the only note that's being played here. So if I went down to here, so now I'm, oh, hello. Okay, so let's go back down to C1. And what I'm going to do is maybe use an arpeggiator to arpeggiate that note in one particular sort of octave. Let's maybe say we're going to work between C1 and C2. So I'm going to create a little effect rack here. Where's the MIDI effect rack? And I'm going to open all these out, open the chain out. Don't really need that actually. Let's create a chain, and then I'm going to go to the key zone thing, and I'm just going to lock this key zone to this octave here. And I'm just going to put an arpeggiator in here, and I'm going to use some of this global scale stuff. So I'm going to set this to C harmonic minor, and I'm going to get a chord in here, and I'm going to turn on the scale awareness thing, and I'm just going to shift this by something like 3, this one by 7, and this one by 11. And let's see what that does when okay, let's see what this is doing now. Okay, so there is some attack and release here, which applies a little bit of fading in and out from the note. So let's just see what that sounds like. Whoa. Already getting out of breath. So currently that's working in mono. Now I kind of want that to be a sort of bass line. So I'll leave that at mono. Let's see what we can do with the MIDI. Maybe I can randomize this. So I'll get the random in here, set the scale awareness thing on that as well, and let's say 100% chance. And then maybe I'll put another one after the chord, so it will kind of randomize the chord afterwards again with the scale awareness thing on. I guess you only really need that one on, but let's have them all on anyway. So let's see what we have now. That note is a little bit too long, I've decided, so I'm going to pull that down to 2 bars. I'm basically going to do everything with one MIDI note. This one MIDI note is just going to send a load of MIDI to a load of auto shifters, and maybe, hopefully it'll be good. All right, let's see what this sounds like. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit even more exciting and interesting with this now. Let's get the expression control in, and we'll get the expression control to randomize the arpeggiator style. So let's go to random, let's turn it to remote, hit map and map the style. And I don't really want it to do all of them, so I'm just maybe going to back off the range here a little bit and see. I think it's maybe only just, oh, what's it doing? It looks like it's maybe only just going to work within the first handful rather than, I don't want it to do chord or anything like that. Let's see what we've got now. Okay, I think maybe that is too high. Let's, I think maybe, yeah, the range is a little bit too, maybe I should go, the chord should be above. I don't know. Let's maybe say, let's set the random to bi and maybe make this go down like an octave beneath C1. Okay, so we're going either side of C1. Let's see what this is like. Oh God, I'm going to pass out. Okay. All right, so that'll do for like a bass bit. So I'm going to get this, I'm going to group this, and then I'm going to get another auto shift, and we're going to have one do something different in a different range. So I'm going to put this one here. Let's rename this one to bass, and let's rename this one to like chords or something. And then let's go back to this MIDI rack, and we'll do the same thing here. So this first rack, this first chain in the rack is doing the bass MIDI. So we'll just name that one bass MIDI. And we'll do the same thing. We'll create a chain, and we'll call this one chords MIDI. And I could pretty much actually just copy everything in this chain. Let's do that. Let's copy all of this, go into this chain, paste that all in. But I actually want to pitch this all up so that it goes from maybe C3 to C4. So let's make a key zone here. Let's go and get the MIDI pitch thing, and we're going to pitch this up maybe 12 semitones and see what we get here when it plays the note. It's only playing the, well, I guess I wanted to do it all one note and try and be clever, but maybe we should just actually draw the note in. I'm determined to see if that's going to work. Why am I only getting one note there? Yeah. And this should work. Let's try it. Okay, so let's go to the chords, the chord auto shifter. Ping this out and go to MIDI on, and we're going to go from the same MIDI input. Everything's post effects. Okay, yeah, this is probably quite good. Let's go back to the bass one, and let's actually specify that we want the bass MIDI chain post mixer, post effects. Yeah, that's fine. And then for this one, we'll go we'll go MIDI chord MIDI post mixer. Yeah, okay. So let's solo this and see what we've got. All right, we got nothing. That's because oh my God. Well, yeah, no. Okay, all right. So let's delete that, and instead let's actually draw the note in then. So let's draw in a C3 here. Because I was being a bit foolish there. All right, now we've got the MIDI coming in, and it's just going to be in this zone, I think. Maybe that doesn't really matter anymore. Anyway, let's just see if that's worked. And then again, we can set the release time. And for this one, I'm going to turn the poly on and have, let's say, 4 voices. And this is when it starts to get really exciting, I think. Oh, this is very scary. What's happening to me? What's happening to me? Make it stop. Can you make it go away? Please, please make it go away. I've had enough. I've had enough. I want to go home. Okay, it's fine. I'm just being silly. Right, that actually sounded kind of poor. Probably because I'm going a little bit too high. So I wonder if I could sort of maybe pitch that all back down, perhaps with this. Where can I? Oh, I guess I could pitch it back down here. Let's see what this is like. All right, yeah, we're getting there. Now let's see what it's like with the bass, both at the same time. I wonder if we should maybe pitch the bass down as well. Oh, that sounds a little... Whoa, hello. Let's go down with this one here like that. I'm sort of singing this note. I'm going to try maybe with this bass one, maybe add some stuff to the arpeggiator. Maybe it could go up an octave in steps, in 12 semitones, one step, just to see what it does. Okay. All right. It's kind of working. It's going to take a little bit of tweaking. So let's do another chain now for let's call this one lead, and let's put an auto shift on that as well. And we're in the right, yeah, we're in the effect rack here. So and then for this one, we'll maybe try and go in the range of C5 to C4. I think maybe setting the key zones actually kind of doesn't really matter, but then because we're choosing specifically what chain we want the MIDI to come to. Anyway, let's just keep going with that. So let's do a chain here. We can see later if it makes a difference. Let's make a chain here, and then we'll make a note in here for C5. So the reason why I thought this would be fun is because if you wanted to play with this, if you're a singer and you wanted to try this out or something, all you'd need is one microphone and one MIDI clip, or indeed just play one note on the keyboard. But of course, if you're good on the keyboard, you can play the keyboard along as well. Right. So let's copy all of that stuff again, but this is going to have a very, very, very slow arpeggiation, but very, very high in pitch. So let's go back to the audio. See if this has worked. Oh, it's not really working. So I need to turn the MIDI on here. Or MIDI 3. Yeah. And wait a minute. Let's go back. Let's go back over here and say we want this one to be lead MIDI. And then we'll go back here and we'll choose lead MIDI. Here we go, post mixer. Let's see what this is like. Okay, that's good, but let's make the arpeggiator very short. No. going to delete that expression control. I'm going to delete that expression control there and just use random for this one. Oh, hang on. Get my buttons mixed up. Did I turn on the has that worked? Maybe a little bit of panning might maybe sort of, let's just pan these a little bit on either side to see if we can just sort of differentiate from everything that's going on. And maybe this one could be like the MIDI chord trigger rather than, so I'm going to delete the expression control for this one as well, actually. Set this one to chord trigger. See if we can go a bit sort of Steve Reich, mate. Has that worked? Let's go back here. Some of the chord voicings are a little too wide, so I might actually ditch the randomization between the chord and the arpeggiator on all of them. I think I was going a little bit too far. The chords are too big, too far apart, too many intervals. I want them to be a little closer together, you know, close part harmonies and all that sort of stuff. Hang on, right, here we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Really sounding like it's particularly locking to the actual scale. Do I need to turn that on there as well? Let's maybe turn this on all of them. Can I do copy value to siblings? Oh, it looks like I can. So I wonder if that's going to make a difference. I mean, I'm still haven't wrapped my head around this global scale thing. I know 12 has been out for a while now, but I'm quite slow. Right, let's try again. Yeah, not really arpeggiating that much, or even at all, actually. I guess one way to check would be to get the MIDI effect track here, and then we could. Oh God, I sound stupid. See if that's actually doing anything. Oh, maybe because it's too high. So maybe we can pitch it down here. This is probably what I sounded like when I was like 8 years old. Hello? I'm 8 years old. Right, let's go down to something. Let's try going down here like this. Let's try minus 12 semitones. Bloody hell. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's give it a little bit more release here. All right, now we're gonna put some reverb on it. Let's get first of all, let's get a limiter. Let's get the limiter in here. Where's the let's get the limiter, put that there, and let's get the hybrid reverb in, and let's maybe do it with a bit of shimmer. Let's go to algorithm, put the shimmer on, have it about 50%. Let's see what that's like. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to record like a bit of myself into this clip slot, and then I'm going to time stretch it so I don't have to sing, because I am literally going to faint if I keep doing this, because I'm not a singer by any means. Okay, so I'll just do something like this. Right, that'll do. That's obviously the best thing I've ever done in my life. Let's listen to it. Well, hang on a minute. Let's listen to it first. Let's get all of this stuff and group it so I can just quickly turn that off and just listen to whatever atrocity I just made here. Okay, very nice. Let's put it to Complex Pro and multiply it as many times as it'll go. Okay, now let's turn that back on, see what we get now. That sounds fun. I honestly can't tell if it's actually playing any... Oh, I can't turn that on. Is that because I'm using MIDI? That's because I'm sending MIDI. I honestly can't really tell if it's even sort of really working properly, but it sounds kind of fun. What did I say? C harmonic minor. So that would be here, 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 and here. Yeah. All right, let's try and... I wonder if we can maybe modulate the Formant. Yes, we can. All right, let's turn on the LFO and let's put this to... Yeah, let's turn retrigger off on this LFO and set it really slow and assign it to the Formant. Let's see what that's like. Let's turn off the reverb for a second. Wow. Oh. some sort of sliding going on. Is that being... There's something sliding. Is there some sort of slide thing somewhere? Glide? I've got that off. Yeah. It's kind of not really what I was expecting. Let me check nothing here. Mod routing. No. Yeah, interesting. Sounds mad. Let's do that. Let's do that Formant modulation with the bass as well. Oh, that's good. When it goes down low like that, it sounds good. All right. God, as good as me. Sometimes it sounds beautiful, and then sometimes it sounds painful. And I kind of like that when it sort of glitches, because I do like a bit of glitch. Yeah, that's not really going for it as slow as I thought it would. Okay, it's very weird. It's making me feel a bit sick. Turn the hybrid reverb back on. Yeah, you know what? I'm starting to wonder that maybe these key zones, let's just try it without all this key zone nonsense. I just want to see. I can always go back. Yes, and you know why I can go back? Because of this undo history, which is somewhere... Where's the undo history? This is amazing. Have you seen this? It's like a time machine. You can go backwards and then forwards. So I can jump to like this. I'm not going to do it, but I can jump to here, which may have been 5 minutes ago, and it'll take me right back there. Or I can jump back forward to when I just was in the present. Undo history. Amazing. Anyway, let's see what that gives us now. That sounds a little bit better. I wonder if it's because the arpeggiations were going outside of the key zone. And I don't think the key zones matter because I've specified in the actual, in the auto shifters what chain I want that MIDI to come from. Isn't that good? Right, let's just see what this sounds like now. It's quite sort of... I can really zone out. just going a little far though. Let's try add instead of buy. Doesn't sound like that's playing 3. It's going up really far. All right, again, let's use the MIDI effect rack thing so I can actually see what this chain is producing in terms of MIDI. Why is it going all the way up there? It should only be like 3 notes. Ah, that's because it's receiving all of these. All right, okay, let's go back to the key zone thing. This is very complicated. I've made it too difficult for myself. There we go. Still sounds very strange. Goodness me. That one's come out pretty good. I wonder if it's because I need to pull out the little help thing. So this thing, pitch range, sets the frequency range of the input to optimize the quality of the pitch estimation correction. Use high signals for high frequency range. But where was I singing? Sort of in the middle. So I wonder if I set them all to mid. Is that going to make a difference? Maybe. This is fun. I wonder if that's going to make a difference. That's starting to sound better. Yeah, I think maybe I didn't really record a particularly good take of vocals. Let's maybe try it again. So which one? Let's delete that clip and see what this is. See if I can find a good note to sing into for it to respond a little bit better.
Okay, let's try that.
I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to this bass one and see if I can saturate it a little bit. What's going on? I think maybe I'm going to worry about that reverb later on. Or if I could maybe put some raw on here or something. Let's put raw on the auto shift. Ooh, let's turn this off. Hi, this is auto shifted Ned Rush coming to you live from YouTube. Well, it's not live actually. It's a video. Wow. Okay, let's. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's do it with all of them now. I wonder, maybe let's. That's nice. It's starting to come together now. This one, we'll have some reverb on this one. Okay, let's hear them all together. Hear them all together now. Goodness me. Well, it sounded pretty amazing in places, but some places not. So yeah, I mean, it's going to take a lot more work. Probably the best thing to do is actually just play this from a keyboard and try, rather than try and be clever like me and get it all to be generative. Probably actually also the better thing might have been to have done it on separate tracks. Maybe I'll do that in another video. Anyway, so that is how you can turn your voice into a big epic soundscape of wash and noise, using stacked up auto shifters being controlled by 3 separate different MIDI things. Let's see what, I just want to hear that again without singing using this clip I just recorded, so I can really be the judge on whether that came out or not before I decide to stop this video. Right, let's have a listen. Yeah, the good thing is that you can sort of simulate the sort of the breath of the orchestra by simply breathing softer. It's obviously not. I called it the auto shift orchestra to try and get your attention. It doesn't sound like an orchestra at all. It's just a fun, silly title. I reckon you make some really fun bass. Maybe I'll revisit this with auto shift and raw to make weird bass samples. I think that could be fun. That sounds good. I mean, I've deliberately chosen a slightly, not dissonant scale, but a scale with some tension in it. I guess we could just change this to C major and see what that sounds like, because everything's locked. Everything's locked to that scale. No, I don't think it's done it. I wonder why that is. These are all locked in. That's got the scale thing on. Why is it not playing C major here? Did I say post mixer? Maybe they all need to be post effects. Let's try post effects. Maybe I've made a mistake. Let's go post effects. Hang on, was that the right one? No, chords, post effects. And then this one is bass, post effects. There we go. Yeah, okay, I made a mistake. This is probably going to sound a lot better now. So let's go back. Let's try it in C major, see what this sounds like. Yeah, they're all playing C major now. So, okay, remember that. Go post effect. I've never actually tried routing MIDI from like a chain before from another track. I've always just done it from the whole track. So I've learned something here. Going post mixer was, but then why would you go post mixer? So that you could mute it? But then if it was going post mixer, wouldn't it be going post effects anyway? I don't know. Still, it sounds better. Let's put it back to harmonic minor. Harmonic minor, there we go. Let's do sample and hold modulation on the Formant. 16th notes. Let's turn retrigger on here. Ah, bagpipes. We're bagpipes now, everyone. All right, let's do it for this one as well. Let's put this to... Let's do sample and hold modulation on the Formant here as well. Set this to... This is quarter notes, I think. There's so much stuff to explore. It's really fun. I do like it. I mean, the fact it's polyphonic, up to 8 voices is mad. And you could layer... Well, I mean, that's what I've done here. You could stack loads up and make these big, big, big vocal sounds. Let's put a little bit of reverb on the bass. And maybe some delay as well. just to make it a little bit more pulsy. I'm going to try the hybrid reverb on this one with the shimmer. Can't beat a bit of shimmer. Is shimmer a bit passe now? I don't think so. Shimmer's still awesome. Let's put it to shimmer. Go to algorithm, go to shimmer. Yeah. Actually, let's check for a minute what my actual clip was. Not a bad job. Let's put this to Complex Pro. And then again, just warp it, double the time of it. So now it's like, it's 209 bars long. It'll take a very, very long time. I'm just experimenting. Let's just see what it sounds like. Yeah, that's cool. That attack and release thing is really nice. You can really make it really choppy. There we go. Okay, I think it sounds good enough to me. Well, it took a little while to get there, but I'm quite satisfied with that. And that's really only scratching the surface of what you could do with this idea of layered auto shifters being triggered by separate MIDI stuff. Right, hope you enjoyed that. Go and make it yourself. I'm going to go and put this on my Patreon now, where if you'd like to support me there and download this Ableton Live project, plus many, many more going back almost 10 years now, then your support is greatly appreciated and goes towards making videos like this. Hope you had a nice time. Have fun. See you. Bye.